Have you ever wondered what it's like to have someone do all the hard work for you? Why waste your time collecting junk when these prawns will do it for you? Nice. I'm going to build a scrap farm. Stay till the end and I'll show you how the mechanics work for it. Kind of. First thing you do is you got to pick a nice location. I chose the beach. Next you got to get planning permission.
Tell me what's going on.
You don't see that floating bottle, mate? Alright, no worries, you're going to be an easy one. So I went to kill a peaceful family of ghouls so I can have this scrap of land. Nicely done. Right, what am I working with, Norgard Beach? With all my builds, I don't really plan it. I just sort of go with the flow and try and get a feel for the terrain and build something suitable. So you go around and do your normal scrappage and don't scrap the stuff that looks cool. I mean, why would you scrap a boat? You've got to be an absolute psycho. You don't get many of these in your settlements to mess around with. So you scrap all the normal stuff, look over your land and think, right, what am I working with? Oh, flamingos. I'm going to keep those baddies for later. They're going to be the prize ornaments. Next thing I realised, if you're going to have a beach, you might as well have a deck. Well, how big of a deck should I build? Maybe I should ask my Australian counterpart. Well, I don't know, mate. How big of a dick do you want? You want the biggest dick in town so everyone knows how big your dick is. And if your dick ain't big enough, no one's going to get on your dick. Got to make sure you have a nice big old tasty dick. Depends what kind of man you are. You want a big dick? You've got to build a really high dick to make sure your dick's dry. If your dick's not dry, people aren't going to want to be on it. Anything else you want, mate? Thanks for that. I appreciate the support. Alright, no worries, mate. So there you go. The consensus is a bigger deck is better because you can get more stuff on it, have a more engaging work environment, and it gives you a good base to build something cool. And any leftover space you can just have as a viewing area. So here we go. I'm gonna smash through the deck. Well, it's just occurred to me that it's actually night time. Not sure why I did this. It's probably too late to go back now. I'm not refilming this, so just go with it. It might be daylight soon. Nice. Gotta say, folks, it's quite a serious railing session. Feel like I'm in a German nightclub. After I smash these wooden boys down, sometimes it's good to take stock to see how much space you got. Yeah, I think this is quite a nice sized deck, no drama here. Right, let's carry on with this before I slip into a coma. But I needed a little offshoot, throw like trash, or potentially that's where I'm gonna like live, lord over my minions. I'm not sure yet, but it's always good to have a bit of a barrier between you and the peasants, so they know who's in charge. I always use this same railing because it always looks nice and, I don't know, just hooks on nice and it looks like someone's actually made it opposed to it's just been like regurgitated somewhere. While you're here, have a listen to that seaside. How magical is that? Almost makes you want to subscribe. See what I mean? Well, nice, isn't it? Next thing is build a couple of jennies. You never know when you're going to need power, and I thought, while I've got the space, I'm going to build my main focus point. So I'm going to have like a junk thrower, and then I'm going to have like a purification station. So when they go to and from work, they're going to be nice and clean because I don't want to just scuzz up my junk. Yeah, looking nice. And you're wondering where I got these ingredients from? I bought it from a water farm I made. I might show you that video at some point. Yeah, connect these up, and then there you go. Here's a good start. Nice little sanitation. Does it work? Does it work? Oh, that looks nice, and it sounds nice. Right, there you go. Ready to clean. Ready to work. Cleanliness is close to godliness, fellas. Next thing is, I thought I better build these little mongrels of staff room. So the only problem with building on wood, you need to make it look believable, because if it looks too heavy on top, you don't want it to look too heavy on top because it might look a bit ridiculous. So I always build like a couple of staircases up so it looks supported, and then just build like wooden flooring everywhere. And just so it doesn't look too comical. So yeah, there you go. It's nice and neat. Just do a bunch and then hop down and have a look. Yeah, looks right. Because you're by the seaside, you want a nice view, so just put the glass everywhere, the factory ones. And sometimes it does stick, but sometimes like me, if you get to the end there's a little bit of gap, you're like, alright, I'll build some more flooring and then win this one. Watch it like an English builder. Just keep moving shit around until it actually looks straight. Boom, there we go. Oh, it's not straight though, is it? Oh well, that job will do. So anyway, no, to do it properly, just try and get one side neat and then hook the rest onto the end. And it might look okay. But it's all about trial and error. You got to keep trying because it is a bit sketchy sometimes. Look, I've got a bit of a gap there. Instead of fixing it, I might just ignore it and put a cupboard there. There you go. Professional build. Nice. Who cares about giraffes? Oh, doubled up there. Cheeky. Let's start again. Now I'm enraged and it's not actually straight. Maybe it's always worth hovering on the edge and tweak your controller just the right amount so you can snap it on. Because I didn't want to go through that again, I thought I'm just going to do the one with a bit of backing. Boom, look at that. You don't want to leave any glass holes. It's better to have a hole than a glass hole, remember that. So yeah, just fill this baddie up. Looking good. Couple of safety railings. And the roof might as well be glass as well. So it's like a safe cage. You want your settlers to feel trapped but also secure and have enough light. For structural support, and it doesn't look too goofy, put a couple of pillars in underneath because you want it to actually look fairly neat. You don't want it to look like some sort of clown house. And that's it really. Bunged up the old scavenger bays, and now it's kind of just for decorating the internals. Build them a little toilet because, well, I don't want them to crap themselves where they're working. That's a bit savage. And it's always good to use up any spare space with something cheeky like this. It doesn't actually add anything like functionality, but it does look kind of nice having a toilet in there, doesn't it? I always find with the concrete walls, building them separately is really difficult to get them to latch. I literally just build a row of pillars and that is my wall. And you can pretty much fit that in any space. So there you go, toilet's done. Gonna go to the scavenger bays, get them sorted. Get as many as I can in there. I'm hoping for like 17 if I can. And then it occurred to me, once I've got my workers, I've got to actually convince them to work. So I knew the perfect idea. I'm going to have to get some intimidating power armor and get them to stare down like some sort of aggressive overseer, robot, murderer, lord thing. So yeah, I went and grabbed that and shoved it on some deck. And now, yeah, look at that, it's perfect. You're going to feel real intimidated when you finally get to work. And through this bit, I thought, actually looking quite good actually. Got my little junk thrower and I've got a computer. Right, time to decorate the staff room so they feel like a little bit valued. I do it in the cheapest way possible. Remember, if you build for too long you forget what the whole purpose was, so it's always good to take stock of where you're at. But no, this is looking pretty nice actually. I think I'm going to carry on with the decorating and call it a day. Yeah guys, I always find decorating's the best bit. Throw up a couple of cupboards, go through your items, see what you got, drop it on the floor. Either try and place it while you're in the menu because it always like lands it upright, but a lot of the time it won't even stick on any shelves. It sometimes just goes to like the top or the bottom shelf and you can't get it on the middle one. But for the rest of the stuff, get yourself out of build mode and just grab that baddie and try and hover it and spin it and just try and actually drop it on the shelf you want it on. I always find with these decorations it's always nice to have like random artifacts, a couple of ciggies, throw stuff in there like someone's actually lived there. You know, I'm going to finish the rest of the montage, so enjoy the music, mate. Found a cool little croissant-y song for you. Oh, how nice was that song? Proper romantic like. Anyway, just occurred to me, I've got nowhere for my settlers to live. I ain't got any beds. So here's a little hack I found out. If you want to build them something really dirty and cheap and don't have to put any effort into it, just get like a warehouse, shove it on a plinth, and then go back around and get a barn, and you can clip the barn to the warehouse and it pretty much doubles the size. And you don't have to actually build anything because sometimes it takes long. Look at that. How neat is that? And it looks like it's meant to be the same structure. Once that's done, you can sling some beds on the floor, put a couple of doors in and call it a day. And now you've got your premium sleeping quarters for you guys. Actually, I think I could probably get more sleeping bags in it. Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna ditch the beds, get some sleeping bags in. Instead of like having like 12 in there, I can probably fit like 24 or something. So nice. Here we go. Looking premium. After the inside's done, it's the normal shenanigans. Just put some stairs down, get back to railing, and then wrap it up with a couple of lights, somewhere for the guys to sit. I'm pretty much done. Do you know what? This took like minutes to make, and it doesn't look too bad. So now I'm all done with the scrap farm. I need to go get the scrappers. So time to go grab some settlers from my other locations. This bird should fit right in nicely. You will. He can be the chief. So yeah, it does take some time. Go into your settlers, grab whoever you want, and then come back. I built myself a cool little nook because I'm not going to actually do any work. I'm just going to watch these guys working. I had to build one of those Vault-Tec management system computers so I can allocate all the guys to the scrapping. Otherwise, you've got to click on them individually, which is just chaotic. So yeah, hop on the terminal, send them all to work, and see what happens. 18 unemployed. Alright, not anymore. Oh. It's as simple as that. Once you wait like 12 hours, they should have grabbed a lot of junk. Look at all these guys milling around like headless chickens. You better get to work or you're going to get butchered. I mean it. So yeah, they're actually starting to get to it, which is quite nice. Yeah, it's going to be a peaceful life. There's one thing I didn't mention. What you want to do is sometimes there's a limit on how much junk you can store. So take all of your junk out of your workbench, throw it into a box next to it. Otherwise it can get really complicated and you're not actually going to pull any junk. So yeah, keep waiting, keep going back to the junk bench, keep waiting, keep going to the workbench, seeing if anything's been dispatched. Sometimes it does take a long time. I had to wait 3 days, but then that's because I realised I had loads of other junk in the workbench and sanctuaries. I had to do the box trick again, put all the stuff in there, and then I could do it. What the bloody hell? How did I sleep with this guy on my bed? Proper creepy. Oh well. Nice little struggle cuddle. No worries. I remember your face, mate, when someone needs to get shot. Oh, great. Synth attack. At least it's broken up the drama a little bit. During the synth attack, I accidentally, killed a settler. As you can see. If you didn't see that, I'm going to rewind for you guys. Yeah, look at that. I accidentally blasted him. I can't have him grossing up the place, so need to get rid of him. Just pick him up, walk through casually. How's the wife and kids, Jerry? Yep, all good, no worries. Oh, yep, just plop you in there. And this is for the boys. See you later. And you know what? That wasn't even a mod. That's how far it actually fires. Quite impressive. You want to see it again? Nice. So there you have it, folks. Got yourself a working scrap farm now. Look at these boys hard at work. One thing I did replace was the power armor. It looks a lot better now being that Enclave guy. Yeah, a bit more intimidating. I know this is part of the video where everyone tunes out because they don't want to hear my spiel. But there isn't one. These guys are clean. I'm going to do another wacky build soon. Just not really sure which one. So, got any ideas? Sling them in the comments. Maybe I'll make that one. So yeah, as you can see, everything went alright. Got loads of junk. And, everyone's doing alright. I hope you're doing alright. Yeah. I'm just dragging this video out to get the watch time. But it's actually going to end now.